Hello, now it's time for the all-new character of Metal Cardbot S. Red Blitz. A fiery sports car, just like fiery background here, like a metallic plating here, then exploding red crystals. And a fiery fist. His weapon ability, his main ability is the Scarlet Hurricane.
Scarlet Hurricane!
The flames of disaster!
New awakened strength. Yeah, hands splaying out, just right behind the word mark there. Kind of looks like he's holding it. His metal card weapon is the Boost Gambiera, the Gambiera. That's Italian for greaves or leg shins. Yeah, there's the vehicle mode and robot mode with the crystalline exploding again, and it looks like a raceway in the background and Planet Machina, I assume. The speedway there. This side is metal car, this side has the robot and vehicle mode. And then a look at the Boost Gambieras. August of 24, the Metal Cardbot 2. The clamshell looks like this, like card off to the slanted side and the big Gambiera boots off to this side. Oh yeah, and these are proper paper instructions, not like the standard like printer paper instructions. Like these good glossy ones. Red Blitz is like subtly fire themed, so he doesn't have any radical flame decals on him or anything, but I guess the reds and flame yellowish orange here really does, give that feeling. Yeah, he's a pretty big car. This is a pretty big Metal Cardbot. I mean, they should relatively be, the same size, but pretty big car just in toy scale. Yeah, this is compared to like a pretty big simple car or just a Cardbot. This is basically Cardbot size, just with a, Tobot style shortened proportions. This does look like it's based off of a McLaren 1. Just that's distinct curvature of the front grills here, and the curvature of the headlights is a dead ringer for a McLaren. Also, I think that's silver behind smoky clear plastic, so that's a nice effect here. As with the eyes. I was about to say headlights, eyes. That are behind, I guess these are green or yellow behind smoky black, which is, one hand is kind of hard to see, but on the other hand, it's kind of nice subtle thing, you could just kind of have to squint to look at, because sometimes you might prefer, the Metal Cardbots without their visible eye, so this is kind of an in-between solution. Yeah, just like a souped-up engine here on this McLaren, as with these side flares. Like, this kind of looks like a custom one. Yeah, just big ol' angry eyebrows. And it looks like a big venting spine, like rather than onto the back here. This almost looks like reptilian scales. And big old boosters in the back. Silver tail lights. Silver handlebars. Hold on, are those the exact same wheels as Metal Cardbot Blue Cop? Just bigger, just upsized. Yeah, it really does look like it. It does look like it's upscaled to a T. Yeah, so that's resource for this. Yeah, just to compare different wheel sizes. Yeah, just same tire manufacturer, but just bigger. For the transformation. Yeah, I guess this is all locked in tight. Once I initially got this in, this was a little bit fiddly. Yeah, just this much of the back half of the car just folds into the legs. Pull out the sliders. Ooh, sliders. How do these sliders lock in? Clicky feet. Turn those forward. Yeah, so silver tail lights really do make it look like these are the headlights. Nice optical illusion. Or double take. Yeah, just kind of accordion fold these sides and then these sides. Then 180 waist. Oh no! Yeah, just fold those back a bit and then Make sure the head is tucked in when you put that engine hood over and then fold in the bumper. Yeah, so engine chest. And then flip out the kneecaps. And then just also lock in that spine. So Red Blitz is sure looking like a turbo revving punk. I don't know if he's necessarily young. Yeah, that's a pretty big, yeah. These metal Cardbots have gotten big. These metal Cardbots have gotten big. Yeah, compared with the old blue cop, he has a pretty simple color scheme, things considered. Like the flame yellowish orange. Plastic inserts in the shoulders, but otherwise looks like everything else is painted. Also, his eyebrows, his car eyebrows. Yeah, you know, kibble management is just, best way to do kibble management is just mostly on the legs. I guess putting it on the back just really clunks up things, clutters up things. So he has a very nice spine. This is a very nice 4-ridge spine. This could also be the engine vents in the car mode. You know, also tiny bits of green painted in there. That feels like really premium. That for any smaller figure or a cheaper budget figure would just be unpainted. Yeah, just painted yellows, then also blacks. Yeah, it looks. Yeah, this is also plastic insert, I assume, and kneecaps and a little bit of white, just white on the lower legs and the face. Very nice streaking face, and maybe that kind of looks a little Mega Man-y face, the Mega Man-y head. Just the curves, I guess. And the eyes, of course, the great metal Cardbot style of eyes with the pupils. I guess they're big enough to actually include those. Both of his ears, both of his side ears actually have some triple line streak logo, his mini, I guess his logo, but and it's not a screw hole, so that's fortunate. So we got the screw holes back here. That means no light piping, but who cares about light piping? Yeah, I think the toy models are getting more accurate to the animation models, but there are still some stylistic differences, like noticeably the chest really shrunk there. You know, because of mass shifting. Yeah, but you just have to deal with a big old standard size car chest and also a bulging out engine when this just kind of sank in, which might also be a storage spot for a interdimensional ground bridge portal maker, which is not included. Also, you think the shoulders could also point up like this? And I think bigger forearms. I mean, the legs look pretty much similar. Nearly spot on. And the head, I guess the overall forehead looks much bigger than on this toy. And this marking is from the Peruvian tribe that took in the Star Guardian metal Cardbots 4,000 years ago. So of course that's not printed on the toy, but I guess you could make a water slide decal if you want to. The articulation, the ball socketed head, and also transformational downward neck joint, so that clicks in place. The frictionless shoulder bend that goes slightly outward like this. Yeah, but extra clicking shoulder joints, inward shoulder joints, so double shoulder joints. They don't go perfectly out 90, but that's good enough. Bicep swivels, take that, Blue Cop S. Those are pretty short arms, you have to make sure to get those kibble out of the way, mind those kibble. Hands on hip, and I guess these wrists, actually hinged wrist. I guess when these wrists are not used for folding away transformations, these are really Narcissa wrists. Ratcheted waist swivel. Forward back, all the way back here, so outward. Thigh swivels, mind the kibble. Yeah, knee bend, deep knee bend. And then a little bit of an ankle tilt. There's a tiny bit of ankle tilt, and forward foot and backward foot. Well, yeah, this is insanely posable. Just all of the major transformational joints, including the ankle tilts. Yeah, so he has no standalone weapon. He just has his metal card weapon. This red Blitz weapon with him like kicking, like sparks, purple, blue flames or sparks. And this is how much bulk this takes. What is this, metal box bot? Yeah, I guess I would have expected, you know, each of these just to be flattened out and so double stack here, but no, they just stack here right here, like this. So I think this is kind of defeating the purpose of metal Cardbots. The old cards were pretty consistent in size, but this is just a big block. big block does probably be like the thickness of 3 cards with the weapons. And this kind of folds out at least, so this could be a little PDA screen. Yeah, tiny little pickles. Okay, so these totally double hinge wrap around, while this also forms the bottom of the feet, like just plating. Nice snap in somehow. And then yeah, just I guess fold out the feet. That also now look like vents, foot vents, and then somehow slide those onto the feet here. No, wait, the other side. Just make sure this hinge side is inward. Oh, nice clicks. Nice clicks into these little grooves. The Gambieras, these greaves, the shin guards, just the Italian for boots. They're not boots. I mean, they sure do look like boots, but that's actually Italian for shin guards. This is a ridiculous height, a ridiculously high height. Just big old stomping boots. Now he's the size of a typical leader class car robot or Tobot, but with much less upper bulk. Just mostly in the lower bulk. He just looks really disproportionate, but this is just a power-up form. You must feel tall and mighty, but not much upper body strength. Yeah, but I guess I do like these are like molded flames and painted over layers, so I guess that is really intricate painting. Very minor inconsequential little flashes here, which kind of may look like flames trailing off. Okay, that's really intricate painting, and also even the molded feet here, that intention to look like flames. Also on the inside here, whoa, it's just double-sided. Yeah, so I guess with these you can now kick up some hurricanes, kick up some flames. That will be quite disastrous. Oh yeah, if you can get a hold of just the feet, now he has massive ankle tilts because it's over a 90-degree bend, so he can do a super wide stomp stance. It's very fun when Transformers can do this. Then transformation back to car mode might be a bit tricky. Mostly the legs. And also, I guess, positioning the arms on these tiny little pickles. Just mind the cable wraparound. Yeah, I guess it's not just a straightforward slide in. I think you also have to bend the knees at a certain point to make sure that all aligns. And that, and, you know, getting the spine in position. The spine vents. You guys, if it's not perfectly aligned, it'll just kind of clash with the rest of the hood, so you gotta make sure to slide that all the way in. And make sure that's not bulging too much. And then make sure also to peg in the front fenders with the tiny little holes here. And then align these top fenders. And then you get his car mode. That's intentionally a little gappy here. Okay, so Red Blitz might not be the most interesting must-get metal Cardbot because he's just another red sports car transformer. We had plenty of those. And also it's a bit of an unconventional big size. I guess somewhere it's not quite as big as, you know, Tobots or other leader class cars, but it's otherwise, but it might be a little too small for some cases. But if you look at it just as a toy, it has pretty excellent posability. Just, yeah, as I said, all the major points. I don't like the big Gambiera boots. The height extenders are novel enough to just, whether that's a actual intuitive idea, interesting idea, just to give a sports car big boots. Yeah, but it's fun, and also the fact that it adds articulation is also a fun thing. He feels very similar to Hot Rod or Rodimus, you know, just because flaming red car. So this might not feel necessary. Yeah, but I guess if you could afford it, if it goes on sale somehow, months later, or if you like him for the character, like his character of the hot-headed jerk and the persistent antagonist, yeah, he's not going to be captured easily. So if you like that kind of character, then of course you can get it for the character. You gotta look more forward to the flyer.